Beautiful soul, one of the biggest signs of growth is that you've outgrown your reality. Welcome back to another installment of Healed Woman Channel Message. Today we are just rolling with whatever the Holy Spirit wants to say. We got to get it out. It is pouring where I am, so perfect weather to just sit and record messages for you all. So right now I'm hearing that a lot of you are on a journey where you have actually outgrown your current reality and you are panicking because you have no idea what that looks like. You've never grown to a place where you were the big fish in a small pond before. You're used to being the small fish in a big pond, but when God begins to expand your territory, to increase your impact, to call you to a bigger life, to a bigger dream, you start growing in, let's just say, in a pot, okay? The seed starts off as a small thing planted in a pot, but eventually that seed is going to grow and outgrow that pot. So right now I'm hearing that a lot of you all are in a season where you are now the big fish in a small pond and you do not know what that looks like or how that's supposed to feel or how to hold that energy, and you're panicking, okay? I'm here to tell you it's okay. This is normal. Whatever you're experiencing is normal. Calm down, breathe, relax, breathe into it, and realize that this is a good sign that you are getting ready to level up into a new reality, position, relationship, opportunity, partnership, endeavor, whatever you want to call it, whatever you're stepping into. You have currently outgrown what environment you're in right now. And so I want to identify some signs that I have experienced when I was outgrowing my reality and what it looks like to embrace your larger than life identity while your reality is transforming before your very eyes, okay? So some signs that I identified, okay, when I was outgrowing several realities that I've leveled up out of. The first thing, like I said, is that you no longer resonate energetically with the people, the places, the vibes, the relationships in your current reality, okay? A while ago on the channel, I did a video about shifts, about energetic shifts, relationship shifts, financial shifts, when you're getting ready to move into a new timeline, to move into a new opportunity, to literally just move into a new vibrational frequency, literally, you are going to begin to stop resonating with the things that can't go with you. And so what that looks like is that relationship shift, okay? You begin feeling like you're misunderstood. You begin feeling like people don't understand you anymore. You're in a place where things that you once had in common with people, you no longer have in common. There's a lot of energetic dissonance, whereas there was a lot of harmony and getting along and getting together. Now there seems to be opportunities where you all are misunderstanding each other, where you all are not on the same page, where you're constantly having to explain yourself, constantly having to defend or justify your actions, okay? Situations are putting you on defense mode instead of you being able to operate comfortably in your identity. People are making you feel uncomfortable because you're operating in the identity that you have been stretched and grown to grow into, to move into. But people who have not grown and evolved like you, they're going to start to feel uncomfortable. And that's where that sort of push-pull, tension, tug-of-war feeling comes in. Let me know if this is resonating. So when you've outgrown your reality energetically, you will begin to distance yourself naturally from people that no longer resonate with who you're becoming, okay? That's a huge sign that you've outgrown your reality, that you are growing, that you're evolving, is that you no longer resonate with the people and the vibes around you. It's not just the people. The people haven't inherently changed. If you think about it, you've changed, okay? I've changed, we've evolved. And now you're stepping into a new frequency that isn't a match for the people around you. Shameless plug, check out the video that we recently uploaded about you're no longer a vibrational match for people. That's a great sign that you're no longer vibrating at a low level, at a low frequency, at scarcity, lack, depression, depravity, you know what I mean? Like you are no longer resonating at that low vibration, like you're actually increasing your vibration, which is why you're a mismatch for the people at the level beneath you, okay? And we're not saying that those people are inherently beneath you. We're saying that you're elevating, your purpose to elevate. And so people on a lower level than you aren't even going to understand how you're elevating, why you keep evolving, why you're so bent or intent on raising your vibration. Don't worry about them. Just focus on elevating. And in order to elevate, what do we say here at Healed Women? You must drop the weight, okay? So that's one big sign that you are outgrowing your current reality. The relationships around you are becoming sources of tension, disharmony, dissonance, mismatch, energetic mismatch. You're no longer a vibrational match for the people around you who you swore were people that were going to stay in your life for a long time. No. And that's a great sign, even though it's uncomfortable, because it's showing you that you have done the inner work to raise your vibrations, and it's just naturally showing up in your environment. Okay. Leads me to my second sign. Second sign that that you've outgrown your current reality is that your environment begins to speak very loud. Okay. The environment will always start to reflect the changes that you've made, because honestly, from an energetic standpoint, everything is energy. And so when you no longer are a vibrational match for the energy around you, things must shift in order to match your new vibration. Okay. Let me know if that's landing for you all. So when you begin vibrating at a higher frequency, the things around you also have to start vibrating at a higher frequency in order for you to continue to maintain equilibrium in the midst of that vibration. Okay. Like attracts like. Energy is always going to seek out what is vibrating at its same frequency, at its same vibration, which is why when you're in a low level environment as a high vibrational being, please help me, Holy Spirit, you're going to feel dragged down. You're not going to feel like you're at your best. You're going to feel like a weight's on you. You're going to feel like there's pressure to conform, to regress, to recede in your progress, versus to keep progressing and to keep vibrating high and to keep moving forward. So in order for you to continue to shine and be the bright light that you were called to be, meant to be, created to be, you are going to have to elevate, and your reality is going to match your vibration at that level, which is why things will naturally fall away. Okay, so this is the stage where, or this is the series of incidents where it looks like everything's falling apart. It looks like nothing's working in your favor. It looks like everything's being removed and stripped away, and you're losing friends, family, interests, hobbies, funding, like you're losing a lot. But that's because those things no longer were a vibrational match, and they're just peeling away like the skin of a banana. Okay. And so the real you is going to be revealed, and you are going to find, or you are going to step into, okay, rather be energetically, translated into an environment that can hold you energetically. So this looks like discomfort. Okay. You feel like you've outgrown not just the people, but also your surroundings. You may be in a transitional period of your life where you're in a short-term arrangement that's not meant to hold you for a long time. It's meant to just serve a purpose right now, whether that's a short-term housing, whether that is living with someone for a short term until you get your own housing, or until you're able to stabilize yourself and get your own housing, whether that's taking a trip, going on vacation, living with family. There's a lot of different iterations as to how this can play out. But basically, wherever you are when your reality begins to shift is going to be short term, okay? Or it's going to begin to wrap up in a way that will let you know it's time for you to shift into a new environment. So your environment will get uncomfortable. It will become unbearable. It will get to the point where you can no longer maintain your high vibrational energy in that environment. And that's a huge sign that your environment's actually getting ready to like kind of spit you out, because it just can't hold you. It wasn't purposed to hold you for very long. So that's another surefire way that you've outgrown your reality. You're no longer a match for not just the people around you, but also the places, the spaces, the energy. You begin to feel, that's another good one, you begin to feel crowded in a space. You begin to feel like you actually being contained versus being allowed to expand. That's really good, Holy Spirit. You feel like you can't be your true, authentic self because the space around you simply cannot hold the vibration at which you are, or the frequency at which you're vibrating. Okay, so that's another really great sign. And your environment will let you know, or you'll get nudges, or you'll get confirmation in your environment that it is wrapping up, that things are falling apart because what's meant to be is falling together, and that there is another step that you can take to elevate out of that environment without burning bridges, without letting it be like a bittersweet departure. But it will be time for you to go, and the next step will be presented to you, and it will just fall together effortlessly. Okay, naturally. Okay, what's another sign that you've outgrown your reality? Honestly, just being able to visualize, or rather, the visions are getting stronger, more intense, more frequent. Okay, this could be through dreams, this could be through visions, this could be through scripting, this could be through remembering, okay, just simply remembering the vision God gave you, or remembering an image that you've carried with you for a long time and you finally see it kind of peeking through your 3D reality in small ways, okay? This is anything that brings to memory the life that you are called to live that will begin to shine through, even in the dark recesses. I don't know why that word's coming to mind, but even in the confusion and the chaos of your current stale environment not being able to hold you, you will still have a crystal clear vision of how things should be, of how things were meant to be, of how things are going to be, of how things are unfolding. Okay, you are going to have that crystal clear image and a deep, unwavering sense of trust, surrender, and a knowing, a deep, intuitive, unwavering, unshaking knowing that this is exactly where you're supposed to be, no matter how painful or chaotic it may seem. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, and everything is unfolding exactly the way it's meant to be for your highest good, for your highest self, by your higher self, okay? So that's something that it's more so a feeling. You'll have the visions, they'll be coming in stronger, they'll be coming in with more frequency, they'll be coming in with more intensity, okay? And you will also have, so you'll have the visions, and then the feeling along with those visions is that there is no other place that you would be so that things could fall together in the way that they are. And that you know that the vision that you have in your mind is not an accident, it's not a coincidence, it's not by chance, by luck, okay? It is purposefully motivating you to stay on course. While everything falls away, you have that vision, you have your blinders on, you know without a shadow of a doubt, God's got your back, everything is aligning the way it's supposed to be, and you are meant to succeed, okay? Despite how it looks right now, despite how uncomfortable your environment has gotten, despite how many people you're losing when you thought that those people were gonna elevate with you to another timeline, you just trust and you know that this is exactly how it was meant to unfold, okay? So those are 3 signs that I can think of right now that let you know that you've outgrown your current reality, that it's time for something new, that you're about to break forth and bust forth into a whole new reality, a whole new iteration of life, a whole new timeline, a new vibrational frequency. You are going to find your tribe. You are going to find people that are vibrating at the same level as you. You are going to stabilize financially. You are going to step into the abundant, beautiful, prosperous, fruitful, purposeful life that you are being called to, that you're prepared for, and that you know is destined to be yours, okay? You know it's destined to be yours. So I did say at the beginning of the video that we were going to do signs, and then how to hold that frequency but while your reality completely rearranges itself in the midst of everything falling apart. And that's the feeling, okay? The feeling is what you're holding on to, the trust, the unwavering trust, the belief in God, the trust in the universe, the surrender that you've surrendered a long time ago when you asked, believed, became, and received. Okay, now you're at the part where you're becoming and receiving, and life is quickening your hand, okay? Life is matching what you've asked for. Life is matching. Life is rearranging. The universe is rearranging things to match your desire, to match your frequency, to match your evolution. And it seems chaotic and it seems crazy, but it's exactly the life. I promise you, I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing with you, because one day you're going to understand why you had to go through what you had to go through, why it felt so uncomfortable in the shift. And when you get to the other side, you're going to realize, oh, I was scared for nothing. I was confused for nothing. I was, worried for nothing, because it was working out for you, through you, for your highest good. I promise you. So as crazy and chaotic as it seems, hold this frequency. Don't fall back into familiar patterns. Ooh, don't allow yourself to be taken off track by the things around you, by what's falling away. Don't crumble with what's crumbling. hold the line, hold your energy, hold your frequency, hold your vibration, your high vibration. Okay, keep grounded in this transition and enter into observer mode and allow your reality to crumble right before your very eyes. Don't do anything. Allow, trust, go with the flow. Lean into it, lean into the transition because it's happening for you. Okay, so brace for impact and get ready to step into the most beautiful timeline you've probably ever experienced. Okay, allow the shift, allow your reality to fall apart. I promise you, you've already outgrown it, darling. A whole new world is awaiting you on the other side of this transition.